Welcome to Common Man Cocktails. I'm your host, Derek Schomer, and today we're going to create the candy apple. This recipe comes to us from Jake, and Jake suggested this. It's got all kinds of cool stuff in it. It's got Veev. First suggestion for the Veev spirit. So we're going to have Veev. We're going to do 1.5 ounces of Veev. We're going to do apple cider in here someplace. Apple cider, bam. It's an apple week. We've got apple cider. That's going to be 1 ounce. We're going to do apple liqueur just to make sure there's a little extra kick to the apple liqueur. Also, I'm just using apple schnapps. Simple syrup, we're going to use 1/4 ounce. And I think I got everything. Yeah. And it's going to go into an old-fashioned glass. So, before I forget, since I forgot last week, when we've sent a few of these out, these cool spice packets, if you're looking for, to help us, or bring in, do the recipe with us, live on Friday, the 20th. That would be this Friday. And you need one of these. It might be a little too late to ship it, but you'll get it and you can do it after the show. I can send you one of these spice packets, or you could go out if you find a bottle of 10 cane rum, because you're going to need the whole bottle for this punch we're going to be making, 10 cane spice apple punch. Should come right on the top, but you know, certain people might not have that specific bottle in stock. If they don't, email me. I got to send one out to, I think, Lithuania. I got one for Canada. I got a couple in Florida, and it's getting crazy. So those are going out, so we'll do that on Friday. So get ready for that. And the recipe's on there, so you can get it. If you have 10 cane and some apple juice, good to go. So what we're going to do now is a drink that requires us to shake and strain. So let's shake and strain. But first we're going to pour some ingredients. Let's do this one first, the Veev, because I'm not sure if I have enough in there. It's 1.5 ounces of Veev, the Açaí spirit, and oh, so close. That's a bummer. Whoa. It's always good to have a second bottle on hand in case you have a problem drinking it, like, too quickly. I guess I could leave that here. So there, we got our 1.5 ounces of that. And since I started drinking this, I think that we've started getting into a little more, actually drinking Açaí juice, too, which is kind of cool. You like the Açaí juice? You're a big fan of the Açaí juice?
Yes.
You're a big fan. And there's different brands, and they all kind of have a different taste to them. So mix and match, see what you like. It's pretty tasty. Açaí juice with pomegranate and blueberry mixed in. It's hard to beat. Just find a way to make a cocktail with that. So we had somebody suggest something for a cool, and I can't remember who it was, but when I make this cool little bottle concoction, I will give them credit for it, because I'll have that available readily, or they can leave a comment if they want, is to use an olive oil bottle to put your simple syrup in, because it's glass and it's got a cool little plastic top on it as well. So if you've got olive oil running down, which I do, I'm going to save the bottle. I'll use it for simple syrup, put a little label on it to make sure I don't actually put olive oil in my cocktail, because that would be dumb. And then you get a cool simple syrup straining, poury thing. Ah! I should have poured that in here. There's our simple syrup. And we'll do 1 ounce of apple liqueur, or apple schnapps in this case, because that is what I got. I don't know if there's a difference between apple liqueur and schnapps. If anything, I would say there's more sugar in the schnapps than in the liqueur, but whatever. Ice it up. There we go. Shake it up. Now the one thing I don't have for this recipe, because someone ate my last apple, I don't have the apple garnish. But if you want to create an apple garnish, and I don't know why I call it my apple, it's actually hers. I was going to steal it, but she ate it first. It's, what am I doing? Oh, I'm doing nice. Is take an apple, caramel it, put the little caramel syrup on the corners, cut it into a slice, and use that as a garnish, and that would be cool. Or maybe my consideration was cut the apple into a wedge and paint it with some caramel, throw it on top. Fortunately, Unfortunately, I don't have any apples right now. But if I did, like maybe a red delicious on here, oh come on, that would be perfect. Don't know what this is gonna taste like. Kind of looks red. It reminds me of a the gin, the slow gin fizz. Kind of looks like a slow gin fizz. By the way, if you order, I found this out. If you order a slow gin fizz at a bar when you're with a bunch of buddies and you're a guy, it doesn't look good. But everybody kind of knows I do this cocktail show, so I get a free pass. But I did get some looks. Ordering a slow gin fizz with a bunch of guys, it doesn't look good. Just a warning for those out there. So there you go. Tastes very much like an apple acai juice. No burn. Slightly sweet. Maybe a little more than slightly, but it's not super, super sweet. The cider actually gives it more of a fresh apple structure, like not just the schnapps. If you just put schnapps in your drink, you get the essence of whatever it is it's flavoring, but it doesn't taste natural, organic, freshly squeezed, fresh juices. The cider with this kind of gives you a little extra sweetness, but keeps a little authenticity to the apple. Wow, that sounded pretty good. Authenticity. So there you go. That's your candy apple. Tastes really good. It tastes like an apple, one of those green popsicle lollipops.
That's watermelon.
Really?
Yes.
No, you sure it's yes. No, this kind of fakey fake. I guess I could get. I don't get the red one though. Maybe if I close my eyes. Maybe it's been too long since I've had a lollipop. Then I'm gonna go get a lollipop. Until then, I'm your host Derek Schomer. Thank you, Jake. We're teaching you how to drink.